Well, welcome back. And in this story titled Atma Samarpanam, Samarpanam means to submit, submission. Atma means generally, Atma means self, one's own self. Atmanaha Samarpanam, Atma Samarpanam. One's own self, someone is submitting. That is normally means sacrificing one's own life. Like the patriots during the country's independence war and all, the peoples submit their life for the country. Such a meaning is there with Atma Samarpanam. That is a type of meaning. Another meaning is totally involving yourself by totally submitting yourself into that act. That is also called Atma Samarpanam. Okay. Africa deshasya aranye. So in the forest of Africa, nivasatam atavikanam dalasya nayakaha asit urukaha. Urukaha is name of the person who is dalasya nayakaha, who is the leader of a tribe. Atavikanam dalaha. Atavika means forest dwellers. So the forest peoples, they were living in tribal community. So they were living in group. So this Urukaha is leader of one of that tribal group. Tasmineva aranye tasya pratispardhitalam dalam anyat asit. Tasmineva aranye, in the same forest, tasya kasya urkasya pratispardhi dalam. Dala means a group. Pratispardhi means competitor. So there was another tribal group in that forest, and yetasya pratispardhi dalasya nayakaha asit Ohayaha. So Ohayaha is leader of another tribal group in that forest. Anayohu dalayohu sadapi virodaha. So between these two groups of tribal community, always there was some enmity. Tayohu dalayohu yuddham tada tada bhavatisma. So every now and then between these two tribal community or groups, war used to happen. Ubhayamapi dalam paraspara nashartham nirantaram prayatnam karotisma. So this is how we lived. Human, even now we can have the same, we can see the same attitude. Suppose someone comes into somebody's street, then the people in that street look at him like enemy. They don't welcome him immediately. After some time, they become friends. Suppose you newly get into some apartments, then everybody look at you with a different eye. Okay, anyway, so it is our natural tendency to look at other person as our enemy. So these two tribal community, they were always showing enmity to each other and paraspara nashartham to destroy each other. Nirantaram prayatnam karotisma. So both were continuously making attempt to destroy each other. Ohayasya dale dridhakayaha tarunaha bahavaha asan. So in that another tribal group which is led by Ohayaha, Dridhakayaha means very strong, muscular bodied, Tarunaha, young people, Bahavaha, many people were there. Tasya dalam akarena mahatapi. And his community is very big because of so many members in that community. Ataha tasya dalasya samarthyam Urkasya dalasya samarthyasya apekshaya adhikam asit. So this Ohayasya dalasya samarthyam. So the capacity of that Ohas group, Urkasya dalasya samarthyasya apekshaya. Compared to the strength of the Urka group, adhikam asit. It was more. किन्तु सर्वेषु सङ्घर्षेषु ओहायस्य दलस्य एव पराजयः भवति स्म. But even though his group is very bigger in size, strong-bodied people, young people, but even then he always used to get defeat. Sarveshu sangharsheshu. Sangharshaha means fight, yuddham. Ohayasya dalasya eva parajayaha. The defeat is of the Ohasa group only. Tasya ekam prabalam karanam api asit. And there was a very prabalam, means very important karanam. Reason also was there. Urkaha ekam vishishtam chikitsa kramam janati sma. Okay. Urka knows that leader of the other group, he knows a special chikitsa kramam, means treatment method. He knew some special treatment method. Tat balena. With the strength of such special treatment knowledge, saha apurvam aushadha rasam sajji karoti sma. So he used to create some medical potion, aushadha rasam, like a tonic nowadays we say, or ointment like that we say. He used to create. Tasya lepanam kritam chet mahavranaha api kshanamatrena luptaha bhavati sma. So if we put it as like a lotion, so if you apply it on our body, lepanam kritam chet, lepanam is applying on the body, like smearing. Mahavranaha api, even a very big injury, means cut open body injury, kshanamatrena luptaha bhavati sma. So in a short time it get vanished. Vishabanaihi vranitaha pranapayasthitau sthitaha api tasya aushadharasasya aghranataha sevanataha cha ujjivitaha bhavanti sma. Okay, this is a big sentence and having so many things in this sentence to understand. Vishabanaihi, so poisoned arrow, by the poisoned arrow, vranitaha, those who are injured, prana apaya sthitihi. Three words are there. Prana apaya sthitihi. Pranapaya sthitau. So, sthitihi is a condition. Sthitau means saptami ekavachanam. Those who are in the condition of losing their life. Vishabanaihi vranitaha pranapaya sthitau sthitaha. Sthitaha means those who are in a position. Sthitaha, sthitau, sthitaha. Sthitam, like that. Sthitaha here means those who are in a particular position. Dware sthitaha. Dware sthitaha means those who are standing in the door or at the door. So, those who are in the condition of losing their life and those who are in such a condition, tasya aushadharasasya aghranataha. Aghranam means smelling. Like nowadays, many are using a spray like and to get relieved from that breathing trouble and all. And like some smelling type of medicines we have, like this, what is that called? Vicks, very famous. Whenever we get cold, you just inhale that and you get relieved from the clogged nose. So, aghranataha, sevanataha. Sevanam means consuming through mouth. Sevanataha, ujjivitaha bhavanti. Ujjivitaha means they are brought back to life. So he knows such a medicine. By that, injured people also get relieved from that injury very quickly. Even those poisoned, those people also gets back their life. So either by applying on the body or by smelling it or by consuming it. So in many methods, he devised some medicine. Urkasya pakshe maranam prapnuvatam sankhya ativa nyuna. So in that Urka's group, the people who were dying were very less. Kintu Ohayasya Pakshe na tatha. But in the Ohas group, it was not so. Yada yada yuddham bhavati tada shatadhikaha tat pakshiyaha mritaha bhavanti smaeva. So whenever war happens, fight happens between these two groups, Ohaya's side people, they were dying more, even though they were large in number. Urka's group, the people who were dying were very less, and because of the medicine, many people were brought back to life. Like in our Veda Purana, we are having that Asura's teacher, that Shukracharya, he was knowing that mantra or the technique, how to bring back life to the dead people. And this was not known to Devaha, the gods. So they tried to know that knowledge from him like that. There is a story similar to that here. Tasya aushadharasasya nirmana kramam anyaha kopina janati sma. So no one knows how to prepare that medicine. Urukasya putrasya nama katanchaha iti. So the son of the Uruka's name is Katanchaha. Mama anantaram matputraha eva dalanayakaha bhavishyati iti jananne Urukaha kasmichit uttame dine divyaushadha nirmana tantram putram bodhitavan. So after me, my son only is going to lead this group like that. On a very auspicious day, he taught him the method of making that medicine. Okay. Urukaha saputram katancham divyaushadha nirmana tantram bodhitavan asti. Uruka has taught his son that divine medicine, how to prepare like that. Iti varta. This news that Uruka taught his son the method of making the medicine, Ohayena katamapi jnata eva. So by the other group leader, Oha, he came to know. Tasya aushadha tantrasya vashikaranartham saha ekam upayam rachitavan. And to get that formula of making that medicine, he made some idea. Kadachit ohayasya vishwasarhaha anucharaha upayena gatva urukam tatputram kathancham cha apahritya aniya bandhane sthapitavantaha. So once the Oha's followers somehow, by making some trick, they abducted, they kidnapped both Uruka and his son Kathancha. Tau Maraniyav iti Ohayasya chintanam na asityeva. They are to be killed like that. Oha didn't think. Samopayena dandopayena va tayohu anyatamasya mukhat aushadha nirmana tantram jnatavyam iti tasya vicharaha asit. Sama upaya, samopaya, danda upaya, dandopaya. So in our Shastra, it is taught how we have to deal with others. Generally in India, many people, even today, we speak this word, Samadana Beda Danda, like that. Samadana Beda Danda. These four are the upaya. Sama upaya means to negotiate diplomatically and convince. Dandopaya means to punish. Bedha means to create some difference of opinion and weaken the group. Sama dana bheda danda. Okay. Danda means to punish, to wage war and forcefully take over. Dana means to give some gift and all and try to bribe, like that. So like that, the same upaya is used nowadays in many governmental organization, many people, politicians, these gundas like that. So they just say Sama, or they give some bribe, or they punish the transfer that fellow like that. So they create this type of trouble. So somehow tayohu anyatamasya mukhat, amongst those two, one of their mouth, aushadha nirmana tantram nyaktavayam. The method of making the medicine is to be known like that. Oha thought. Oha yasya anucharaha urukam kathanchamcha. And the followers of, you can see in the picture. So they are the tribal people, and they are having some scorpion, poisonous scorpion and all. Both the father and the son, they are tied up like that, we can see. Parvata Shikaram Nitva. So taking them to some Parvata Shikaram. Shikara means the tip of the mountain. So on the top of the mountain, having taken them, Shilayam Paraspara Abhimukam Baddhamantaha. Paraspara Abhimukam. Abhimukam means towards. Paraspara means each other. So they facing them, they tied them in that mountain, some rock piece. Vividaihi krityaihi tau baudha piditavantaha cha. Kritya means some action. So by various way they tried to, they tortured. Baudha piditavantaha means they tortured them to speak up. Dushta pipilikaha tayohu sharire patitavantaha. And that dangerous ants. So normally in forest we find some very mass group of ants. They can even eat up a big animal because of their strength and all, number strength. We normally think ant is a very, very small creature. It can be easily crushed like that. But they are in groups of million, billion. Then even a very big creature, it can attack. So, kanthakaihi tayohu shariram vranitam kritavantaha. And by taunts, they tried to injure the body. Jaladanam api nirakuruvantaha. Jaladanam means to give drinking water. Nirakuruvantaha. So, not giving them water. Tau atape stapitavantaha. They were placed in the, those two were placed in the atapa, means in the sunlight. So when you are in the sunlight, you get dehydrated and they don't give water. So at least for the sake of water or to get removed from this torture, they may speak up like that. They tried all method. Evam baudha piditam chedabi urukasya kathanchasya va mukhat aushadha nirmana tantram na nirgatam. So even after this so much of torture, nothing came out of their mouth. Oha yasya kaschana anucharaha dau maha mandukau anitavan. Mandukau. Mandukaha means frog. Okay, in the picture we are having a scorpion. Mandukaha means frog. The follower of that Oha, they brought two frogs. Tau ghoramandu kau dashataha chet maranam sunishchitam. And we are having in forest some poisonous frog. Even if you touch them, you get affected by their poison. So they are very poisonous. And if they bite us, the death is sure. Maranam sunishchitam means death is sure. Tayohu ghoramandu kayohu darshanataha kathanchasya sharire bhitihi utpanna. So the son of Urukaha, by seeing those frogs, he started shivering out of fear. Oshte vichalite, and the lips started moving. Tasya mukham drishtam chet nyayate smayat saha kimapi vaktum udyuktaha iti. So by looking at his face, we can understand that he is trying to say something. Putrasya yatadrishim dasham drishtva urukaha chintakrantaha jataha. By seeing this condition of the son, the father Urukaha became worried. Idanim kim vadati yadi pranaha priyaha sihu tarhi divyaushadha nirmana tantram vadatu. Anyatha etayohu ghorayohu mandukayohu dashanataha damshanataha prananu tyaktum siddhaha bhavatu. Iti Urukam uktavan ohayaha. So the leader of the other group told, Idanim kim vedati, what you say now? Yadi pranaha priyaha sihu. If your life is very dearly, tarhi, then divyaushadha nirmana tantram vadatu. So you disclose the formula of making that divine medicine. Anyatha, otherwise, yetayohu ghorayohu mandukayohu damshanataha. From the biting of these two terrific frogs, prananu tyaktum siddhaha bhavatu. You be prepared to leave your life. Iti that Ohaya told. Katancham api evameva uktavan saha. And the same way he told to the son of Urukaha Katancham. Urukaha putram sakrit drishtva manasi kimapi nischitya ohayam uktavan. And the father Uruka, he looked at his son and something he decided in his mind and told to Ohayaha. Tacha tantram majjatiyahi kevalam nyatavyam iti tu niyamaha. That mantra, that trick, mat jatiyahi, only by, kevalam means only by my sect people, my clan people, nyatavyam, iti tu niyamaha. So the rule is, the trick is to be taught to only to my group people. Mama jatiyasya anyasya purataha yetat tantram anya jatiyam vaktum aham na shaknomi. So I cannot tell in front of my mama jatiyasya anyasya purataha. In front of my group people, I cannot tell it to some other group people. Mama jatiyasya anyasya purataha. In front of my other person who belongs to my group, yetat tantram, this trick or formula, anya jatiyam vaktum, to say to other group person, aham na shaknomi, I cannot do. Ataha mama putraha jhatiti pranan yatha tyajet tatha vishabana prayogena ghoramanduka damshanena cha tam marayatu. Ataha, therefore, I can't say it before my own people, so you kill my son, so that I alone will be left. Mama putraha jhatiti pranan yatha tyajet. As if my son can immediately die, like that, vishabana prayogena ghoramanduka damshanena cha. So by both this poisoned arrow and by this frog, you kill him. Tadatu aham bhavantam tat tantram bodhayitum shaknomi. Then I can tell it to you because my community people are not present. Evam maya kritam iti mama jatiyaihi anyaihi tu na nyayate. So my group members or my community members will not be knowing that I did this to you. Mama manaha rakshitaha bhavati. And by this I can get my respect. Manaha here, respect. So my respect is protected in my community. Ohayaha yatat angikirtavan. So Ohaya, the other group leader, he felt okay, no problem. He was prepared to kill. So he said, okay. Ohayasya suchanayaha nugunam tad anucharaha katancham maritavantaha. So according to the order of the leader Ohaya, some of his followers killed Katanchaha. Vishaprayogataha Krishnavarnatam praptavat putrasya shariram drishtva urukaha ksanamatram khinnaha. Because of the effect of the poison, his son's body got that Neelavarnaha, Krishnavarnatam, means black colored. The body became that dark violet color like that. And by seeing that, Kshanamatra Khinnaha Urukaha. So he was sad for some time. Kintu tasya netrabhyam ashrunina agatani. But from his eyes, both eyes, netrabhyam. Whenever we say netra, we don't say netram. We say always netrabhyam because both eyes are always used. So tasya netrabhyam ashrunina agatani. No tears came from his both eyes. Tena hridayam dhridikritam asit. And by him, he just controlled his emotions and he made himself very strong. Bhavataha putraha mritaha idanim divyaushidha nirmana tantram vadatu tavat iti bhuktavan Ohayaha. So the group leader Ohaya told, your son died, now you tell me the formula. Urukasya bandhanamapi apanitavan. And he removed the tying or the arresting of Urukaha. Bhavane mama putram nam maritavan. Apitu tasya tantrasya jnanartham sthitam avakasham maritavan. Iti gambhiryena bhuktavan Urukaha. The Urukaha told, you didn't kill my son, but you killed the opportunity to know that formula because his son was somewhat mentally astiraha and he was about to say the method of making that medicine out of fear. Katham yetate kim vadannasti bhavane iti ashcharyena prishtavan Ohayaha. So the Ohayaha asked, how is this? What are you saying? Like that. Sarvam suspushtam. Everything is very clear. Spashtam. Okay. Suspashtam. Spashtam means clear. Suspashtam means very, very clear. Ghoramandukasya darshanataha mama putraha vichalitaha jataha. So by looking at that terrific frog, vichalitaha means shaken up. He became shaken up. Saha bhitya kampatesma, and he was shivering out of fear. Yatasya tatparyam yat saha tat tantram vaktum siddhaha asti iti. And the meaning of such behavior is he was about to say or he was prepared to say the tricks. Ataha aham upayena bhavatdvara tam maritavan. So I killed him by my idea through you. Itaf param kathamapi tat tantram jnatum narhanti bhavantaha. Hereafter, by any method, you cannot know that formula. Ahantu prananva tyajeyam. But I may live my life. Divyaushadha nirmana tantrantu navadishyami eva. But I will never say the formula to make the medicine, but I may die, no problem. Anyacha, moreover, aham na vadami chet yatha mama maranam nishchitam tatha vadami chedabi mama maranam nishchitam eva. Ititu aham suspashtam janami. If I don't say, then I shall be killed. And even if I say, I shall be killed, that I know very well. Itaf param kim maranena saha apakhyatimapi praptum aham na ichchayami. Itaf param kim means what is there further to say, like that. What is there further to say? Itaf param kim means what next is there to do? Maranena saha apakhyatimapi praptum aham na ichchami. Along with death, I disclosed the formula like that, apakhyati, defamation. I lose my life and I got defamed also. Both I don't want to get into such a position. My life also I lose and I also get defamed. Mama maranena saha tasya tantrasya api maranam bhavishyati. So along with my death, the formula's death also will happen. Iti vuktva, saying so, jhaditi agre gatva, quickly going forward, tasmat parvata shikharat Agathe, agadhe khate. Agadhe khate means we can see in the picture between two mountains a very big sharp valley is there. Utpatitavan. So khataha means that pit which is very deep in nature. So he fallen from the mountain top. Evam divyasya tantrasya pavitraya rakshanartam saha atmanam eva samarpitavan. So to safeguard the pavitra. Pavitra means divine. So we always say pavitra sthalam. That Devalayam is a pavitra sthalam. It's a divine place. So we are not supposed to go there with improper dress, eat there, spit there, and do all type of activity like going to a picnic spot. We are not supposed to do with this Devalaya because it is a divya sthalam. Divya means divine. So that pavitra, divya, both are of same meaning. Pavitrasya bhavaha, the divineness. Divineness is called pavitriam. So from pavitra, pavitriya, that word came. That is the taddidanta shabdaha. Pavitriya rakshanartham, to protect the divineness of that medicine. Atmanam eva samarpitavan. He just submitted his life itself like that. That is the meaning of Atma Samarpanam. So many leaders, many warriors and freedom fighters like that, they submitted their life for the independence of India, and today we totally forget them. We don't know what way we were living. We are just thinking life is just to enjoy. You drink, you eat, you go here and there, you dance. Like that, something you study, get into some job, make money, marry. Like that, life is treated like very, very ordinary way. But the Veda Shastra is telling life is not to spend like this in ordinary way. Of course, you can spend life for the first 50 years, whatever way, that is how the world is to go forward. But after 50 years, at least, you should try to know the very purpose of life. And all the experience, all the wealth you gained, all the knowledge you gained in the first half of your life, that you give it back to the society by dana, by giving pravachana, and protecting other people, helping other people. Like that, that is how you should find your own Atma Darshanam. Means you find yourself. That is the life of, or the lifestyle of Akhanda Bharata. That is why we say this is Sanatana Dharma, always thinking about knowing oneself, controlling, winning over ourself. Atma Vijaya means you win over yourself, not others. So our way of thinking and life is totally different. Well, hope you liked this story, and I will come up with some other new story. Take care. Bye-bye.